All right, can we get a sound check first of all? Let me know if you can hear me okay. I've tweaked with the mic slightly, so I have no idea what it sounds like. So let me know. I've just made it a little bit louder, so just waiting to see how that is. So if you're in there, if you're watching now live, please let me know what the audio's like. If you're watching on the replay, pick up the replay crew. Obviously, it doesn't matter because you guys just fast forward this bit. We like to get set up, make sure everyone can hear me okay. While you're doing that, while you're letting me know, I'm just going to create a quick banner for this really bizarre, I don't know what, it's not a murder, is it? It's a mystery. We don't know what it is. This mystery continues. It's so bizarre. So I'll wait for people to come in. First of all, please hit the like if you enjoy this sort of content. Now, like I said to you before, we're doing like we're doing mysteries over here now, not just paranormal and stuff. We're doing like, we'll do a little bit of true crime if it's got a mystery element. So, can you hear me okay? What are people saying? Hello, Nicola. Hello, Grumpy. Hello, Alan Edge, my YouTube husband. DJ Rockford. New hobby. Who else is here? Peaky, Gina. So, I did like that very much. Is it too loud? I love a good mystery. Nanny L's here. Carlos. Now, is that too loud, guys? Because I've turned the gain up a little bit because I thought I was a bit quiet when I listened back. So let me know. This is the microphone that Richard bought me. Richard Butler. Big up Richard Butler. Thank you very much for treating me last year. Is it a bit loud? Just let me know. Is it too loud? Because it needs to be a little bit louder. Is it too quiet? Let me know, and then we'll get straight into it. So we'll do a few testing. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let me just listen back on my phone. Hold on. Testing. Hello, Lossa B. How are you doing? Right, hold on. Because I'm going to get straight into this in a sec. Let me log into the Curious Bunny. And another thing I wanted to add was it's fine. Kaz is here. Right, hold on. Strange how it's not coming up on my avatar when I'm live. It's not coming up, is it? How bizarre. Avatar when I'm live. It's not coming up, is it? How bizarre. Yeah, that's good. Right, okay. 12 likes. Hit the like button, guys. Now, YouTube have convinced me. You may disagree with me here. I don't know. YouTube have convinced me to turn on memberships on here. So if you want to join, you can. There's still going to be the Ko-fi going because that's going to have all the bunny stuff, all the updates on the rabbits, all the normal stuff is going to be on Ko-fi. If you want to support this channel, the Curious Bunny side, you can join the membership. So it should be live. It's only $2.99. It's only a low one. If you want to join it, you can, and it goes towards the equipment, the StreamYard and all that sort of stuff, technical stuff. The bunny stuff is still over on the Ko-fi account. Right then, hello Furry, hello Linda, Kathy's here, Lucy. I can't read that one. Upside the head. Sounds great. I can hear it clearly over the cycle. Are you in Australia? Right then. So, hello Cosmic Wartoad. Now, before we get into this, I just want to get into this 911 call. Okay, it should be $2.99. I don't know. It should be there. So we're still going to keep the Ko-fi for the bunny support, but I think YouTube keeps asking me to do it. Hang on. There's going to be no animal stuff over here. If you want to support me technically with the StreamYard, with everything else, which goes into running a stream, you can do. Okay, that's the link there. DJ Rockford's here. I think I've just said that. MK Ultra, hello. I think it's $2.99. I don't know. Right then. So I'm still getting my head around this 911 call. So if you missed it the other day, hi Lee, if you missed this the other day, we're going to be, it is a beautiful German Shepherd, isn't it? If you missed this the other day, I'll give you a really, really, really quick overview. Good to see you, though. Very love. So Gene Hackman was found dead. He was found dead. Yes. Yeah. Be careful. Australia have got a very nasty cyclone coming in. So love to our friends down under. I was just talking to one of my friends this morning over there. I'm just going to sub to you as well. You've got a channel. Good content. Right. I've subbed. Upside down head. Right. So getting distracted by chat. I'm going to ignore chat. Okay. I'm not being rude. I just need to ignore chat because I get distracted. So it was found dead, Gene Hackman. Now, there's been so many different inconsistencies. So we've had to sort of wade through the different reports. We've come to what we know so far up till the last stream I did a few days ago was that Gene Hackman was found in a mudroom. Now, we didn't know what a mudroom was. Was it a cupboard? Was it a spa room? Was it a bathroom? It's come out now that it was a bathroom. Okay, a mudroom is a spa room in this situation. I know people say it's a welly room and I don't know, but anyway, so he was found with his cane next to him in a what they call a mudroom, a spa room, dead. Okay, deceased, mummified. Now his wife was found in another bathroom near an open window, we're told, on the floor, mummified, but the wife was mummified as in her face was swollen, her feet and hands were black, and their pet dog was found dead next to her. Now they kept on saying the pet dog was found in a cupboard, then he was found in a dog crate. Now they're saying that the pet dog was found next to her, okay, and that the other two dogs were running around. Now, hello, Jules, love. Now, this is where things get really complicated because that's where we were the other day. Okay. Now, since then, it's now come out, and I'm going to show you this now before we get into 911 calls again. It's now come out that they got the wrong dog. So this is really, really bizarre. So let me just get this article up. Hi, Pam. Isn't it weird, darling? Eggstain's neighbour. Oh, really? That's interesting. Are you saying that he was... Oh, hang on. I think my shopping's here. Hold on. Yeah, it is. Right, I just need to just hold on. Oh, thank you, Lucy, my lovely. Thank you, darling. Let me just let Al know that the shopping's here. Sorry, folks. One tick. Lift music, guys. Lift music. Okay, I've let Al know. Meet me a Cardo man's here early again. They're not supposed to just turn up when they feel like it. Anyway, it don't matter. We're here. So thank you very much to Lucy and Panther. Thank you so much. And I do need to send that food off to you. I was just looking at that earlier. Right then. So they got the wrong dog. So we're going to have a look at this. I'm going to show you now what has gone on. And there's been, since we have last been live, there has been quite a lot of developments. So this is why I jumped on. Now, we don't know everything, okay? We don't know everything now, but we do have developments. So I think this is worthy of a part 2. Obviously, if we get any more information, I'll jump on. I am so intrigued by this. I don't know about you guys, but it's such a bizarre case. And it's sad as well, you know, because you've got the dogs as well. So here we go. So that is the scene there. That's the scene of when he passed. I hope Al's got my message about the shopping. No, he has. It's all right. So we were told that there was 2 Alsatians and there was another dog that was a mixed breed. Okay. Now they said originally, hi Nanny, that one of the Alsatians was found deceased. And it's come out now, right, that I'm just going to join them. Oh, no, I'm not. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Sorry. It's come out now that the groomer, the person who looked after the dogs, is the only one that noticed that they'd named the wrong dog that had died. And there wasn't the same breed. We're not talking about one of the Alsatians. We're talking about the different breed. This is hello Terry Knowles Band again. I'm just going to pop this link in. Now, this is what it was found a week yesterday, right? A week yesterday. And they have only just realised now that they got the wrong dog. Let me just make this a bit bigger so you guys can read this. Hopefully that's better for you. So this is CNN. So the couple's German Shepherd named Bear survived along with a second dog named Nikita. So they said authorities misidentified a deceased dog while investigating the deaths of his wife, according to a pet care specialist. Okay, so the couple's German Shepherd survived, but their Kelpie mix, this is a mix, right? So they had hi Dan, they had 2 German Shepherds and this Kelpie mix. The Kelpie mix died, according to Joey Padilla, owner of the Santa Fe Tails pet care facility that is involved in the surviving dog's care. So it has taken the person who looks after the dogs to notice. The dog that died was actually attached to Betsy at the hip, and it was a beautiful relationship. Padilla said in an email statement on Tuesday, so that's this week, Xena went from being a returned shelter dog, so it was a rescue. Hello, Kazagenda. I know, Miss Marple. It was a rescue to being this incredible companion under Betsy's hand. Authorities have been searching for answers after the deaths of Hackman and his wife, whose partially mummified bodies were discovered on February the 26th. Now, authorities did not perform a necropsy on Xena, who was found in a kennel. Now, they've changed it again, folks. Hello, Rach. Hi, Anne. They've changed it again. And I need to send you a list of the bunnies so you can pick your sponsorship. Remind me on WhatsApp, sweetie. Now, they've changed it again, guys. They're saying that Xena was found in a kennel. No, she was found lying next to the deceased body. So originally, the sheriff's office spokesman said investigators initially noted the discovery of a deceased brown in colour German Shepherd canine. Now, a German Shepherd is, hello, suspicious guys, a German Shepherd is a pretty well-known breed. People, you can spot a German Shepherd, yeah? So to say that they identified the deceased dog, no, Pam, and this is why this is very important, sweetheart. I've just subbed you with this channel, by the way. I wasn't sub. This is why it is very important that we it's very important that we keep a tab of all this, because they are going to keep wiping it. You know that, don't you? So it's important that we are picking this apart, because I think there's something very, very bizarre going on here. So they initially said that one of the Alsatians had died. Now, the sheriff's office spokesperson, Denise Womack, acknowledged that deputies initially misidentified the breed of the deceased dog And their excuse was, our deputies, they don't work with canines on a daily basis. USA Today first reported on the mistaken identification of the dead dog. So it's taken the person who looked after the dog to even say that it wasn't the right dog. Surely this is basics of the police. It goes on. The dog was found with the wife was found with an open prescription bottle scattered on the bathroom countertop, while Hackman's remains were found. They've changed it again, guys, in the home's entryway. They said the mudroom was a spa. It's changed again. Hi, Texas. Good to see you, my friend. They were new hobby. Let me just highlight new lovely Jubbly's comment. Where are we now? These are the same people that worked on the Alec Baldwin shooting, which again was another one that made no sense. It does seem staged, Pam, because they don't even know who's doing what and what's going on. It's very bizarre. So on Tuesday, so that's this Tuesday, is an update since my stream that I did. I think, was it Monday? I did that. I can't remember. The Sheriff's Office have also said that a more extensive utility company inspection found that one burner on a stove in the house had a minuscule leak that could not be lethal. Oh, thank you, Lucy. Is he doing better? Hi, Belinda, love. Now, they've been trying to say this was a carbon monoxide poisoning, right? And they've now proven that it wasn't, because they've had the autopsy. They won't release the autopsy results. So they've gone from saying it was probably carbon monoxide to it definitely wasn't. Now there's a leak, but it's not enough. Authorities retrieved personal items from the home, including a monthly planner and 2 cell phones that will be analysed. Medical investigators are still working to clarify the cause of deaths, but the results of toxicology reports aren't expected for weeks. So this dog, where am I now? There we go. Sorry, I couldn't see if I was there. Why am I all the way over there? How bizarre. They've updated StreamYard. They've changed it all around. So I think it says it's in beta mode. So there's a few errors. Can you hear me okay? Let me know. So you should be able to hear me now. Why is it doing that? I don't know why it's doing that. Why am I in the middle? What's going on? I don't know. Anyway, they're in beta mode, and I'm not going to mess around with this now. So this screams more the Monroes. Yeah, I think this is, thank you, Belinda. I think there is a massive cover up going on. Yeah, comments keep disappearing. It's just StreamYard, I think. They've amended everything. They've changed stuff, and it's messed everything up. I want my avatar in the middle. Why is it over there? No, I don't want it there. What's going on? For God's sake. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to get rid of this thing here, this scene thing. Delete scene. Hang on. This scene is currently active. Delete. Now what? Just bear with me a sec, folks, please. Pissing me off, sorry, but StreamYard told me to use this new thing that they've created, and it clearly isn't. It's in beta mode, so it clearly isn't working. Right, there we go. We're still over there, but oh well. Okay, so that dog, the dog being misidentified, is the first very bizarre thing. Thank you. Hi, Lilybell. Is the first really bizarre thing that we've noticed since we've last been on. Now, we've got these 2 911 calls I want to listen to again. So we just get into this. Is any more about the dogs? Because I think the dog thing is quite important personally. Because how can you right, if then these police officers have gone in brand new to this home, they wouldn't have known that they had 2 Alsatians, would they? So how can they pick out that the dead dog is an Alsatian? It screams that the police have already been in there and something else has gone on for them to even know about the Alsatians. But it doesn't seem right to me. So there's a little bit more details here. I'm just going to read this out to you because there's a little bit more details on the dog and how close they were with the dog. So let me just get into this now. I don't know why my avatar's on the left. It's doing me head in. So this is an article in Forbes. Okay. So I'll link it in a moment. So this is what I found bizarre. It says here that Xena, this is the dog that's been found dead, was previously trained in agility skills. So this is a very, very intelligent, fully trained dog. Hi, Saskia. You okay, my love? I don't know. Terry Knowles band again. I don't know what it all means. I think we need to just keep on talking about the things that we can see before coming to any conclusion. Yeah, all I'm doing right now is picking apart what they're saying, you know, because I'm just going by what they're saying. They keep on contradicting themselves. So Xena was previously trained in agility skills to compete at the Westminster Kennel Club dog show. Oh, thank you, Anne. I know you remember on the Ko-fi. This is just to support this channel and all the streaming and everything. But I've done it cheaper, so I've just left it at $2.99. Thank you, darling. It's really kind. Didn't have to do that. Thank you. Hi, Dave. How you doing? So, again, found inside a closed crate, according to Padilla. Now, this doesn't make any sense. So they'd recovered the discovery of one of the Alsatians, and they'd actually named the Alsatian. The one that they thought had died was called Bear. Okay. And they actually said for the first week that Bear had passed away. Completely the wrong breed, the wrong name. Now it says, oh, thank you, Anne. Oh, Lucy's won. Oh, how amazing. Thank you, Anne. Our deputy do not deal. We've heard that one. Now, they've said here that they cannot, they currently cannot speak on the condition or state. Oh, thank you, Anne. How kind. Oh, Grumpy. Cannot comment on the condition or state of the dog's body upon discovery. Why? Why is that? Why can't they tell us? It's not kind, Anne. Thank you. So Grumpy and Lucy have been gifted a month's membership. How kind. Why can't they tell us how the dogs were found? It doesn't make any sense. And they've decided not to do an autopsy on the dog. Why? Why is that? I find that really, really strange as well. So the saying here that this wife was found near the bathroom door with an open orange prescription bottle and pills scattered visibly on a nearby countertop. So now, in a moment, I'm going to get into that 911 call. Oh, Anne, another one. Who's got it? Cosmic War Toad. Welcome. Hi, Brum Vixen, my love. They've put them on again, Brum Vixen. So I've put them on here, but I'm not putting them back on Penny Bunny. I'm keeping that over on Ko-fi. I'm just going to do this here. It could be a suicide, but I'm going to tell you in a minute. Penny, Many, the dog had a... Yeah, exactly. They will not discuss. Thank you so much, Anne. So kind. This is just to the running of this stream. Everything else is staying over the other side. Thank you, guys. Because I want to... They're all separate now. This channel is completely separate to... Penny Bunny now. There's no this sort of stuff will not be on my other channel. That's just animals. And I'll send you a list of the bunnies as well. Hello, Nanny loves to craft. I don't buy the suicide, and I'm going to tell you something now. They don't either. So there's been some more updates. Hold on. But I do want to get into that 911 call. Just bear with me a sec. I'm trying to find this article. The fact that the police have admitted that they got the wrong dog, and it's only come about now because of the dog groomer. They didn't even notice. So we've got another update here. This is today. Hold on. This is interesting, guys. Gene Hackman's nephew has waded in. Hi, Hopper Stoppers. I always get your name wrong. Hello, George. So his nephew, Gene Hackman's nephew, has now waded in. So this is why these streams are so important, because if they do what I think they're gonna do, is scrub all this. This stream is here. They can scrub the internet of all these articles, but they can't scrub what we're talking about. So his nephew has broken silence on the late actor's suspicious. Now this is his words, not mine. They had 3 children. Is it 2 daughters? Or 3 daughters. They'll all wade in now. Yeah, they will. Oh, thank you. Oh, how kind, Lucy and Panther. Thank you, my love. Anne's a very kind lady. Hi, Herman the Tosser. How's is it Bertie? How's he doing? The budgie. Yeah, 3 kids. So we're going to be going into a little bit. We're going to be going a little deeper into that as well. Hello, Brum Vixen. They had no, yeah, that's right. Sorry, Pam, correction. They had no children, but Gene had 3 children from a previous marriage. And people keep telling me to look into the daughters. I don't know why. I don't know why I haven't got that far yet. So his nephew's waded in now. Do you like? I've created some new little membership things, and I'm going to create some emojis as well soon. So the mystery surrounding the death of Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy has left both fans and investigators with more questions than answers. We'll just try and make this a little bit bigger for you guys, so you can read it. Oh God, what have I just done now? Okay, there we go. So just give me a sec, guys. You can have background music and all sorts on StreamYards as well. I think that would wind you all up, though. It would do my head in, I think. I had background music on. What do you reckon? I think it would get in the way a bit, do you? Right, okay. There we go. So he was a fantastic actor. He really, really was. So his nephew has waded in. So, however, the late actor's nephew, Tim Hackman, I've done no research into him yet. Hello, Larry Weinberg, Skip Donahue. How you doing? Hello, Nikki, my lovely. How you doing, sweetheart? Nikki's got a new puppy called Gus, and he's absolutely gorgeous. Do you know what? I don't know that Nicola, but he was 95 years old. Oh, well, I have got one, Grumpy, but it's been a while since I did it. So thank you. You don't have to do that. So now, however, the late actor's nephew, Tim Hackman, and his family refused to fuel negative theories regarding his uncle's death. So they don't, yeah, Gus is absolutely gorgeous. Maybe on my other channel, when we do Show Your Pets Night again, Nikki could send some pictures in. So where are we going now? What did the nephew say? Right. According to pathologist, it's a good assumption that the 17th was his last day of life. Okay. Now we know that. Right. According to a search warrant affidavit, this is so open in America compared to here, detectives have described their deaths. Oh, thank you, AI. They've described their deaths as suspicious enough in nature to require a thorough search and investigation. So when this is in Hello Magazine, when the UK media say that they have ruled out any foul play, they are lying. Hi, Hawkeye. They're lying. That isn't what they said at all. They've completely played it down and said nothing to see here. Getting to chat, what people are saying in chat. Harry the Hawk. I haven't seen the Hawk for a while, actually. How you doing, Brum Vixen, sweetheart? I know you were poorly as well, wasn't you? Right. So they do think there's something going on. Now, I'm just looking at what... Right. Right. While there is much speculation, Tim, who's the nephew, doesn't want to jump to any conclusions regarding what caused the mystery tragedy. So remember, her sister came out and said it was... Hello, Lottie. Her sister came out and said that she thought it was carbon monoxide, and she turned out to be wrong. Just got a notification. Thanks for our chat yesterday. You opened my eyes. Ah, it was lovely chatting, sweetie. I don't see Harry the Hawk joining the garden crew. Well, I was really upset, actually, that I thought that Red had left us because he's been cheating on me, you know. Red the partridge, who has been in our garden since the end of November last year. He's become a bit of a local celebrity and everyone knows him now. And he's been getting a bit big for his boots. And I couldn't see him for a few days. And Al seen him in the little old granny complex down the road. It's like a retirement thing. And he was on the grass there. And Al took a photo and sent it me. He said, he hasn't left you. He's just down the road. I got really upset. So he was cheating on me with some grannies who must be feeding him now. So he came back today and I was really happy. So he knows this is his home. This is, I've been here for him from day one. Anyway, moving on. So his nephew, Tim, said, we're waiting on toxicology. That will tell us everything, he told US Weekly. This is why I like to go to the US media, not the UK, because they're just not really doing anything. It's hard to theorise. Let me give you a spanner, Dan. I hope it's the real Dan. You don't use it anyway, do you? There are lots of theories out there, and I don't want to speculate. It's easy to speculate negative theories. Tim added, the family wants to keep it positive for now, and when we know the truth, we will deal with it. That is what Tim Hackman has said, who is Gene's nephew. Have I posted this article? I don't think I have. Let me just pop this in. So all over the American media is suspicious. UK media, not suspicious, no foul play, and absolutely nothing to see here. So which is it? You know? And then it goes on here. Gene Hackman, 5 surprising facts. No, we don't. Well, this is just facts about his life. I don't think we need to go into that yet. We're trying to work out what is going on. Now, I'm going to have a look in a moment to see if there's been any more press conferences, but we've got another update here. So it goes on. Yeah, exactly, Pam. Typical of UK media. The deputy said the heater could have fallen in the event the female abruptly fell to the ground. So they're saying that she could have fell and knocked the heater over. Hello, Sparkle. How you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, Kaz, our media just lie. Meanwhile, the Superman actor, and not forget he's Lex Luthor, the Superman actor's body was discovered in the mud room with the same signs of decomposition as his wife. This is what I don't get. If this was a freak accident, right, let's just say that some people theorize, and it's an acceptable theory, that she fell and died first, and then she couldn't look after him, and he died of starvation. Oh, thanks, Lucy, love. Now, that is a theory, but it doesn't explain why they're both mummified. And it doesn't explain why 2 dogs survived and 1 didn't. And why would you have a dog crate, a kennel in your bathroom? And secondly, they have said yet again, that the dog was found loose in the bathroom dead, lying next to her body. They've changed it so many times. But surely, and he'd ring his, yeah, very good point, God. This is why I like doing this live and not just making a video. Exactly. If his wife disappeared and she weren't coming in, he'd ring someone. And another thing, yeah, I'm good, thank you, Sparkle. I hope you're okay, sweetie. And another thing I want to add is, where were the maids? Because these are very rich people. So they don't usually do their own cooking and cleaning. Where were the cleaners? Where were the people that were making the food? Joe Biden could have done with a crate for his dog when he was could have done more with the crate, but more than a crate. Yeah, no carers, new hobby. Why were they not found for over a week? Air conditioning can effectively mummify. Let me just get AI's comment up. Hold on. Air conditioning can effectively mummify a dead body given the right conditions. At the same time, though, I still don't think that this is. I think the fact that one of the dogs is dead, 2 aren't, the inconsistencies with what the police are saying, and the fact that the 911 calls don't match is still not right to me, anyway. So something we did pick up the other day was the 911 call. So I want to listen to that again. Why won't it go? No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that, but I want it in the middle. I don't know how. Oh, well, I'll sort it after. Really specific conditions. I just... Exactly. They had been dead 2 weeks, a family not close to them then. It doesn't make any sense. None of it makes any sense. And also, what were the 2 other dogs eating? Were they eating the bodies? Is that why they won't, reveal what's gone on there? Right, let me just try something else. Hold on. No, that's the wrong one. As you can see, I was just messing with something. It isn't Christmas the last time I checked. So the 911 calls. Now, this is what we noticed the other day, right? So the Fox News were the first ones to put the 911 call out. And we're going to play that first. Okay. Just bear with me. I know we've heard this, but I want to listen to it again. Apparently Trump is signing executive orders again right now. I don't know what, though. I've not got there yet. Let me just get this up. So that's the UK version. We're just looking for the YouTube video. There it is. Right. Okay, so we're going to listen again. I know we heard this the other day, right? But I've been and thought about this, right? Let's just listen to this call again. So this is the first released call, and listen to what the caller is saying. Okay, I know you guys have heard this, but I think this is very important to listen to again. So this is the initial call. Listen to what he says.
911 calls were just released. We have them. We want to play them here. Take a listen.
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I'm over at their property. There's no address here, so I have to meet the ambulance or the police, whoever, down at the gatehouse. I'll bring them up here.
Okay. How old is the patient?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay, that's fine. Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir.
So he's calling them patient, right? He's not saying that they're dead. Oh, the keyboard, do you not find it irritating? Don't you can hear it? I can try and stop that, actually. Who else has just come in? What? That poor dog. Oh, no, TW16. Hello, how you doing? I know, it's so sad. So these two dogs you can hear in the background, these are the dogs that survived. So these were the two Alsatians. And again, the police wrongly said that Bear was killed. Okay, MK Ultra sweetheart. So this is the original call. So let's listen. So they're saying is the patient, okay? He doesn't know the patient, but said male and female probably. Very, very good point from Brum Vixen. Probably. Now, they said here that it was the pest control person that came and couldn't get in and went to the gatehouse. But what I don't get is these people are so incredibly rich. They would have staff in there. They would have someone doing the food. The dog people would come and walk the dogs. Who walks the dogs? He can't. And she's in her 60s. She's obviously looking after him. So there's three big dogs there. There's, hello, Alan Edge again. There's two massive Alsatians, bloody big dogs. So you've got two Alsatians and this other mixture. That lady, his wife, she couldn't have walked them three dogs every single day on her own. So they must have had dog walkers as well. So why did nobody notice that this couple had been gone? Can you make it ASMR, please? Don't know why your comment got deleted. That's weird. I could have a go, couldn't I? I don't know. I could have a go, sweetheart. That'll be another channel, wouldn't it? I've already got 10,000. Oh, it's okay, Sparkle. I love the keyboard sounds. Anybody else? I thought I'd got rid of them. I thought I'd stopped them. Sorry. I know some people don't like it. George and Gizmo carried out a hit on the dogs. Not my little pooches. Yes, please, Pen. Well, there you go. There's another and more work for me to do. I'll start an ASMR channel. People love that shit, you know. Anyway, so we're going to continue listening to this again. This is the Fox News version. So they're calling them a patient. He doesn't know who they are, how old they are, or anything. But he knows it's a male and a female, probably. Now, surely the gatehouse man, which is what they're saying this was, would know who lived there. This is it. We watched the drone footage the other day. This is a massive complex with lots of houses in this big, massive wooded area. Very, very posh.
Just send somebody up here real quick.
Okay. Are they awake?
I have no idea.
Are they awake? I have no idea. How does he know? If they're in different rooms as well, how does he know? How can he see both of them? Because he mentions he can see the female through the window, because the window's open, is what he says. How how does he see Gene Hackman's body as well? It's in a different room. Where is that room from where he's looking in?
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's closed. It's locked.
It's locked. I can't go in, but I see them. So he doesn't know if they're breathing. And he's saying the patient, and he's locked. We know that that wasn't true. Well, you would think that a 95-year-old, his wife wouldn't want to be a carer, wouldn't you? These people have got so much money. They would have staff. Yeah, but Furry, that's fine. But then we're going to hear in a moment another 911 call that is completely different with the same voice. Yeah, so I'm with you. But the reason why I'm playing this is because the discrepancies. It's like they've amended the call and used voice technology to make it sound like he's saying something different, and then it merges into the same. You'll hear it in a minute.
I can't go in, but I see them. She's laying down on a floor from the window.
Okay.
Listen to this.
Okay, so that's the first time I've heard that there, and you can just tell in the voice of the caller there how frantic the nature is upon finding the bodies of Gene Hackman and his wife, 63-year-old Betsy Arakawa. Well, Santa Fe law enforcement officials updating all of us today on what they found and what they'll be looking for going forward. Let's watch.
So that was the press conference. We've already watched that, so I'm not going to put that on again, but it is available in this link. I think I've posted it. If I haven't, I'll post it in a moment, because before I do that, I want to get into the other call. Okay, you guys need to hear this call. Let's share this link out quickly before I shut this down. Okay, so that's gone. Now this is what I don't get. So that is the call that came out a couple of days. Hello, Mara. How you doing, my love? Rich don't do their own cleaning or cooking. Sorry. Yeah, the JFK will do more. We're waiting for the files on that, aren't we? So that came out via US media, Fox News. Now, let me just get into the Sky News, then went on to do a release. Hold on. Of the 911 call a few days later, as per usual. Yeah, they've changed her age 3 times. Lovely Jubbly. You're right there. Spot on. Let me just share Lovely Jubbly's comments there. It's gone off the bloody page. But yeah, Lovely Jubbly was saying which age is she, because they kept changing it. They've changed it so many times. So now, right, so this is Sky News. Now, what date was this? The 28th. So actually, it was around the same time that the FBI, that Fox News released that version. Hang on, what's this? Oh, AI. I know. I've spoke to him though. Sorry, AI's looking out for my channel. Okay. So this is Sky News have put this on. So let's hear what they've got for the call release. So let's just bear in mind the first one. If you read the description, it says that the pest control person turned up, couldn't get in, so he went back to the gatehouse man, asked him to go and look, and then he rang and said the doors were closed. He didn't know if they were dead, and everything was locked. Get here now, right? Now, this is what the UK media are saying is the 911 call, and it is different, folks. So which is it?
What is it? Emergency.
Hello, my name is the caretaker for Santa Fe Summit.
Can you guys hear this, yeah?
I think we just found 2.
Right, hold on. I just want to pause it there. So this is it's a shorter version, fair enough, but it is different. Listen to what he's saying. Now, this to me sounds like they have cloned this guy's voice, which is very easily done. we've discovered that. They've done it to me and many others on this platform. And if you can do it on, if we can do it, then surely the technology that the FBI have got, that they have done something to make this call different. Okay. Hang on, George. Say hello. What's the matter? You okay? What's wrong? You okay? George is such a little lookout dog. He's always looking out the window, protecting us, and he barks at other dogs. Chins don't usually bark. He's not a normal chin, are you? Right. Okay. So listen to this again. Okay. Listen to the other call. Well, it's supposed to be the same call, but it's not. His voice, it's the same person, but his voice sounds different.
What is it? Emergency.
Hello, my name is the caretaker for Santa Fe Summit. I'm here at past 10,000.
Now, he says he's the caretaker. The last one doesn't say that. Right? Listen to, has anyone noticed straight away the difference? Listen to what he says. Let's see if anyone picks this up.
What is it? Emergency.
Hello, my name is the caretaker for Santa Fe Summit. I'm here.
He's just given the address. He's just said the address. Santa Fe Summit. It's the name of the complex. What happened on the other call? I don't know the address. I don't know where I am. They're completely two different calls, but they're supposed to both be the same 911 call. So which is it? We can go back and listen again, and we'll go around in circles. The calls are different. No, it's the same voice, though, lovely jubbly. It's the same voice, because in a moment you will hear it then morphs into the second half of the previous call. It's the same person. Hello, Jan, my love. Are you all right, sweetheart? It's nice chatting with you earlier. It literally merges in to the same. You'll hear it in a minute. It's the same person.
Here at past 10,000 ways. I think we just found one deceased person inside a house.
There you go. I think we've just found one deceased person. It's the same voice. Did you hear that? We've just found one deceased. Hi, Darcy. Did you guys just pick that up? Now, what did they say last time? 2 people. I don't know. Are they breathing? I don't know. Now it's 2 people, 1 deceased. And he knows the address of where he is. It's the same voice. And in a minute, you will hear it then merges into the same person. It's like they've cut the call in half. The second half of the call is the original part. The first half of the call is different. Okay, so keep listening.
There's no address. I'm going to wait for you at the gate. I'm going to wait for you to please send somebody really quick.
Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here.
See, did you hear that? That was the same call. We've just heard it. Was it a male or a male and a female? Probably. That is where the call but gets put into the same call. That was the same voice. That was the same call. They've chopped it in the middle and they've changed the start. 2 calls are different. What the F is going on here? And if it wasn't for us listening to both calls the other day, accidentally, I only played it by mistake. I played this one by mistake. I just thought the first one, that was it. Let's listen to it again. It's the same person saying different things.
911, what is it? Emergency.
Hello, my name is the caretaker for Santa Fe Summit. I'm here at past 10,000 ways. I think we just found one deceased person inside a house. What's the address here? There's no address. I'm going to wait for you at the gate. I'm going to wait for you to please send somebody really quick.
Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here real quick.
Okay. Are they awake?
I have no idea.
See, Are they awake? I have no idea. But they've just put at the beginning that he says they're deceased. Now, this part of the call is the OG call. It's the OG call. That first bit doesn't make any sense. It's different, isn't it, guys? It's different.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house.
I have no idea. Yet it says at the beginning they're deceased. They are deceased, but he doesn't know if they're breathing and he can't get in the house.
It's closed. It's locked. I can't go in.
Door's not locked. This is the same person.
But I see them. She's laying down on a floor from the window.
Okay.
Right, so you've just heard that. Let's just nip back to this again. So you heard what he just said, yeah? Deceased, yeah? Deceased, and he gives the address, this summit. He gives the summit, the name of the place. He gives the address, okay? And then it goes into what the other one said, which was, I can't get in the house. Okay, let's go back to this. At the very beginning, listen.
So 911 calls were just released. We have them. We want to play them here. Take a listen.
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I'm over at their property. There's no address here. So I have to meet the ambulance or the police, whoever, down at the gatehouse. I'll bring them up here.
Are you with the patient now? What's the, I have no address here. We've just heard the same call where he says that the two deceased, one a female. It's the same call because it morphs into the same thing. Are you with the patient now? Nowhere in this call does he mention anyone being deceased.
Okay.
That big gap with the dogs barking as well.
How old is the patient?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay, that's fine. Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know.
That's where it comes into the same one, okay? So that bit there, the both calls are the same, identical. But the few seconds before that bit on both calls are totally different. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it doesn't. And it's the same person. You can tell it's the same person. It's the same voice.
No, sir. Just send somebody up here real quick.
Okay. Are they
So
awake?
he doesn't know the address, but he does know the address. Hi, Lance. Oh, thank you, Lucy. Oh, thank you, darling. Yeah, Horny Hugh, there's a lot more on him. I don't know what channel I'd do that on actually now.
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not
He has no idea if they're breathing yet. On the other call, on the other version of the same call, he says they're deceased.
inside the house. It's closed.
Well, you've got the egg stain list coming up. Now, I've already seen parts of it years ago, but it's going to be released officially. And I think that has got something to do with this. I don't think it's to do with money. I really don't think it's to do with money. Because this guy was, excuse me, this guy was he's 95 years old, so he's not going to be around for much longer anyway. And his wife would automatically get it. So she's gone as well. So I suppose the money situation, who will get the money, you got to look at that. I agree. But I think this has got something to do with the list. This isn't just about money, in my opinion, because he would have left money to all of his family anyway.
Closed. It's locked. I can't go in. But I see them. She's laying down on a floor from the window.
Okay.
So I've just played that one twice and the other one. As you can hear, there is two different calls. They're both saying they're the same call, saying two different things in the same voice. I just don't know what to say, really. There's something going on there. Yeah, we need to do a little bit more digging into the children. But so I wanted to mention that because that doesn't make any sense. Whether that will change, I don't know. Whether that they will change those calls will be interesting to find out. So let me just get some. Hang on a sec. I'm just getting some more articles up for what we know so far. So the Daily Mail have waded in today with an article as well. So let's just see what they're saying. Oh, thank you, Jan. Thank you, darling. I've only just turned them on, sweetheart, because I just kept on ignoring them on here because they kept on taking them off me. And then they said, do you want them back? And I said, no. And then they took them off my other one. So I thought, right, we'll just put them back on here. But I have got like a separate thing for my animal stuff, if anybody wants to join it, where I update my animals. Right, okay. So this is from today, the 6th, isn't it today? Is that right? I'm sorry about all the ads. They really do my head in. Let me just try and open it up in DuckDuckGo and see whether it makes any difference to the ads. Thank you so much, Jan. I really appreciate you, darling. Thank you, sweetheart. Let me just see if it makes any difference. Hold on. The internet's getting worse for ads. It really is. Oh, excuse me. Right. Let's just see what this is like, and then if it's any better, I'll open it up. No, it's no better. If anything, it's fucking worse. Sorry for swearing. Okay. Like, why do we have to see two cute little rats on here? Right. Okay. So this is from today. Santa Fe fire chief agrees with key theory about Gene Hackman and wife deaths as mystery continues to swell. So we've got pending toxicology reports. As soon as they are in, I will obviously bring them to you guys, okay? Again, thanks everyone for being here. I really appreciate you guys for supporting me. How you doing, Julius? I remember that, Julius. Yeah, I used to watch them all the time. So the mummified remains, well, yeah, they've changed her age again. 65 now. Did she even exist? Okay, Brun Vixen, my darling. Good night, sweetheart. Lots to love. God bless. Speak soon. The cause of deaths remains unknown. So now this is from today, right? Betsy's body was found in the bathroom with unidentified pills strewn from a prescription bottle, which I think is a setup, whilst Hackman's remains were found in the home's entryway. Now, they said spa the other day. Hackman's glasses, now they've got this in, George is playing with his toys, and Kane were on the floor beside him. Thank God he's not asleep, though, suggesting he had fallen just before his death. Can you see what they're doing here? They're setting the scene. So now they're saying that his glasses were next to him. George, hello. Oh my God, he escaped out the gate yesterday. When I was putting the bins out, he snuck past him. And you know, he's such a good boy. Instead of just running off, he just stood there and I went, Georgie, come to mummy. And he flew to me. Oh, he's such a good boy. Right, it's unclear who died first, but Fire Chief Brian Moyer said that the location of the remains suggests it was around the same time. So they're now saying that they died around the same time. So the theories of she died first and then he starved to death days later, that's out the window now. That's gone. And he goes on, this is the fire chief Santa Fe, just because both bodies were in a similar way, where we as experts, sad to say that we know a lot about how people die and how long people are dead for. Both bodies are in a similar manner, so it could be a similar time frame. Moya didn't say whether similar time frame could allow for Betsy to find Hackman dead and kill herself in despair, or for the couple to carry out a suicide pact, which could have seen Betsy help her frail husband to die before taking her own life. See how they're just pushing the suicide thing? I remember it, Julius. I remember it very well. I know. I don't know where. I think Gizmo's with Al in his little garden room outside that he sits in. I think he must be, because I can't see Momo. I think, yeah, they were mummified, Lucy. Right, so it goes on. Moya noted, this is a fire chief, the couple's property spanned more than 9,000 square feet across 3 structures. So they had 3 buildings. Excuse me. I think so as well, Peter. Hello, by the way. So 9,000 square feet. Now, there's lots of properties on that area. So does that, is he saying that that was just their part of the complex, or the entire? Oh, thank you, Matt. How kind. I've seen you for ages. How you doing, my friend? That's so kind. Oh, thank you, bud. How you been? Oh, I like your avatar. What birdies. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Oh, thank you. So they're saying here that their 3 structures spanned 9,000 square feet, and they were found in the same building. Now, the German Shepherd, the couple's German Shepherd named Bear, survived along with a second dog called Nikita, according to Joey Padilli, who is the owner of Santa Fe Tails Pet Care. So he must be some like really big, like dog groom type person to the stars. For him to come out publicly, he boarded their dogs and he cared for them. So for him to come out publicly and say, no, you've said the wrong dog is dead, is quite a significant thing, because I'm guessing they don't really speak publicly, those people that are close to them, dog groomer type people. So the mystery surrounding the deaths remain unknown. This is in the UK media. I don't know who is that. That's a different person than before, isn't it? Oh no, Matt. Oh God, hang on. Not seen Matt for ages. Oh mate, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Not too good. I have terminal cancer, but I'm fighting it. Oh Matt, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, bud. Oh, can we all give Matt a hug, please? Oh, man. You fight it, mate. Fight it. Anything you can to do. I know some people have spoken about ivermectin, Panicure. Panicure is one that I think is worth trying, but I'm no expert on this, but there are people that are. Yeah, we can all just, yeah, thank you everyone, sending Matt all our love. Yeah, Facebook group. Excuse me, looking, I know I don't want to be giving medical advice to someone, but I also know that it's worth looking at alternatives online. I have family that have kept going for years. Oh, says Jan, you fight it, hon. Oh, thank you everyone for supporting Matt. CBD resin. Oh, thanks everyone. Appreciate you. I just want to agree with something that I think it was Pam said, that you would have boarded the dogs if you were going to kill yourself. My sister is battling with brain tumours. Oh, man. I know I don't want to be giving out medical advice, right? But I will say that it is worth looking into alternatives at this point, if that's what the doctors are saying. Panicure is a big one, but again, I'm not an expert. I cured my mum with CBD resin, not the oil. So again, I don't know. Dan, Matt, have you got a contact for anyone that could possibly get in touch and help you, like an email or something? If you want to post it in the chat, it's up to you. Obviously, it's totally your choice, but there's probably people that could help with like alternatives and stuff. Obviously, that would have to be safe for Matt, and it would be totally his choice. But you know, just thought it's worth a shot. Oh, she's so positive. Oh, Matt. Keep fighting, mate. And anything natural as well. Iodine, yeah. These are all natural things. Yeah. But Panicure is it's a wormer. But I won't get into that now. But there's people that specialise in this. I'm in good hands. Well, that's good to hear, mate. But there are people that specialise in this that have got good advice that I wouldn't want to give. But they've got success stories, and what they've tried is natural. It's not like, you know, illegal and all this sort of stuff. It's just stuff that's natural, or old medicines like, you know, Panicure and so on. You keep fighting it, bud. Sending you lots and lots of love and vitamins, natural vitamins. Just keep giving your body all the strength that it needs. Iodine is a big one, what Terry Knowles said. Oh, Dave, you have cancer in your right lung. I had no idea. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Dave. Oh man, that's just awful. What's the matter, George? What's the matter? What's the matter? You all right? Where's Gizmo? Is he with Daddy? Oh, so the groomer says about they likely gave them access to food and water outside that kept them alive. So this is the two dogs that survived, but they're saying that they likely died around the same time, which, if anything, makes it look more obvious that something's gone on dodgy. Yeah, George is acting all weird. What's the matter, George? You okay? Yeah. Oh, I don't know where Gizmo is. I'm hoping he's with Al, because it's usually with me. Oh, so the mystery is deeper. I'm just saying, again, they're saying there's no signs of foul play. That isn't. They said initial, as in there's no bullet holes or anything like that initially. He could not completely rule out foul play, is what they're saying. The deaths were originally deemed suspicious enough to warrant a full investigation, but cops no longer believe anyone else is involved. That isn't what they have said at all. Hello, Kung Fu. It's been a while. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. It's been ages. Let me give you a spanner. Oh, Matt. Honestly, mate, you're in my prayers. So they're saying now, according to the the Daily Mail, there is nothing suspicious. So these are the two dogs that survived. This is Bear and Nikita. I don't know which is which. But the dog that is deceased isn't shown here. Are seen with two unidentified dogs. No, they're not. I know the names of them. It's Bear and Nikita. This is terrible journalism, guys. Terrible. Well, Gizmo's with Daddy, and George is looking out the window, looking after his family. Oh, mate, why not? Why not, Matt? You know, and I love your picture as well. So his wife was a classically trained pianist. Police do not suspect foul play, despite the door being found ajar. There were no signs of forced entry, is what they're saying. I think I'm pretty confident there's no foul play, just based on the lack of evidence. Well, there's not going to be, is there, if it's a hit job? But of course, we're not ruling that out. The case is shrouded in the kind of intrigue reserved for Hackman's detective thriller novels and has garnered international attention, with many wondering how their deaths went unnoticed for so long. That is very, very true. Neighbours in their gated private community off a winding canyon road 5 miles outside of Santa Fe told the New York Times that despite living with the celebrity couple for years, most of them never caught a glimpse of them. So these are the neighbours, but there would still be staff. Hackman was found in a mudroom. Listen to this, guys, off the kitchen. Now, I've just read you another article that said that he was found in the entranceway to the doorway. I agree, Pam. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, go for it, Matt. But honestly, mate, and I'm not just saying this, go for the, what have you got to lose trying natural stuff alongside whatever treatment you're being given? You got nothing to lose, have you? Iodine, high dose vitamin D. But you want natural vitamins. You don't want the synthetic crap that they give you at the hospital and you buy on the shelf. You want the natural stuff that comes from food, but it's created into a tablet. Together, health and wild are both really good at natural. That's what I take. So they're saying that he was found in the mudroom off the kitchen now. They've said it was a bathroom. They've said it was the hallway. Which is it? And they're saying that he suffered a fall. He's been a recluse for the last 20 years. See, that was him in the 90s, look, and he looked old there. Or was it the noughties? Sorry, 2003. Friends occasionally shared glimpses of his post-acting life, including social media shots of fishing expeditions, whilst paying tribute to his silver screen triumphs. He was a 5-time Oscar nominee who won for The French Connection in 1972 and Unforgiven 2 decades later. So there's one more article I think I've got. I can find it. All right, bud. So George is normally asleep now. I'm normally going, don't sleep, aren't I? Oh, it's just lay down now. You little munchkin having me up again in the night. It wasn't as bad last night, but he got up really early. Thing is, you can't just let George out for a wee in the morning. No. He has to go and have a little mooch, and he has to go and, if it's sunny, he lies in the sun, takes up the sun, watches the birds, says hello to the postman, even though I don't like him, he's horrible. My postman is so horrible. He called my little dogs rats once. And I thought he'd left, and a nice lady came who loves the dogs. And now the nasty one's back, isn't he? He is. You don't like him, do you? No. Anyway, moving on. So this article here, Gene Hackman, death investigation. This is an exclusive in Fox News. So we're going back to the American. What gets you up and, yeah. I know, horrible Terry Knowles band again. He's a dickhead. He really is. Don't like him. Gene Hackman, death investigation. Expert says pills, phones, trash could provide important clues. It says It goes on. This was come out on the 4th of March, a couple of days ago. Now, circumstances of Hackman death make it so unusual, says a forensic pathologist. So this is on Fox, and they've got this forensic pathologist in to look at this. We are still waiting for these results, which is so frustrating. You'd think if they knew them, they would just come out with them by now, wouldn't you? You know? Dr. Michael Baden joins Fox report to break down the latest information on the investigation into the deaths. So, New Mexico authorities launched an investigation into the deaths of Gene and his wife nearly a week ago. They found what the detectives are calling suspicious circumstances. There's been no external trauma. But the thing is, right, if you had external trauma, like if you don't have that, it doesn't mean there's nothing going on. If you're going to try and bump somebody off on the D-Lo, you're not going to make it really obvious, are you? You know? So, new search warrant inventory list obtained by Fox News. So that's the planner, and so you couldn't get that in the UK. You couldn't get all this information. What are you guys saying in chat? Are you talking about this case? Dr. Burke. Oh, is this about Matt? Sorry. I'm just wondering if it's worth me reading back. If not, I'll continue. I'll get distracted by chat, you see. So this former FBI investigator, it says here, Bill Daly explained to Fox why every piece of evidence will play a crucial role in determining how Gene and his wife died. So after receiving the cell phones, investigators can determine when they stopped moving, when they lost communication, which can tell the time of disablement or death. Daly noted that investigators are highly likely looking at when the pacemaker stopped. And we know about this. They're saying it stopped on the 17th of February. They can do geolocating around the property to see what was pinging around that time, though they won't be able to tell who without a warrant, but can tell what activity there was before and afterwards if they are not suspecting foul play. I just don't understand how they can say that because there's no exit wound or entrance wound, you know, that there's nothing dodgy going on. So this ex-FBI person goes on, toxicology. There could have been some other type of poisoning. So they're bringing up poisoning now, possibly food. Oh, yeah. Email me, Matt. Have you got stuff you could possibly help with then, Anne? Do you know much about this is my email address, guys. Interesting, isn't it? Brought up poison. So possibly food. They'll go through their trash, the fridge. This is stuff the police can do in the meantime while gathering evidence. There are a number of possibilities. Yeah, when the batteries died in the phones, he could have still lived on when his pacemaker stopped. Yeah, very true. Yeah, this pest control thing, I need to try and find that original article because I can't find it again. They said that the pest control man was there. They tested negative, as we know, for carbon monoxide poisoning. Their resident was tested for the colourless, odourless gas and was cleared. So not only were their bodies not found to have any carbon monoxide in, the air was tested in the property. We didn't know that. And it was cleared as well. Last activity was 17th of Feb. They assumed it was the last day alive. It doesn't, not like you say, his heart could have just kept going, you know. Now, they've got the 911 call, apparently. which we've heard, but it keeps changing. According to the pathologist, I think that is a very good assumption this was the last day of life. Hackman and, listen to this now, right? Him and his wife were found by maintenance workers, Jesse Kessler and Roland Lowe Begay, right? So maintenance workers. Now, we were told it was pest control. Then we were told it was the gatehouse. Then we were told it was the caretaker. Now it's maintenance workers. What is going on? Kessler, who worked as a personal contractor for the couple for 16 years, made the frantic 911 call on February the 26th. They changed it again. They'll take a look at the surrounding community. This ex-FBI guy, Daly, said of the gated community where they lived. They could tell if there was movement in and out of the property after they passed. There could be some cameras and around the house. Yeah, sure, there'd be cameras everywhere. And Peter Valentin, certified senior crime scene analyst, questioned if the post-mortem interval, which is the amount of time or the length of time between death and discovery, was the same for Hackman and his wife. Very good point, actually, New Hobby. Why were doctors not informed? Tram. Stop being a div. Why were doctors not informed that his pacemaker stopped? And yet you've had to come in and say, we're all rich in here, Tram. What are you on about? Yeah, that is such a good point, lovely jubbly New Hobby. You would think that if his pacemaker stopped with the technology these days, especially with all that money, that they would have found out that his pacemaker had stopped. That is such a good point. Yeah, but they would have been notified, Pam. You get notified now. So, when my dad had his massive heart attack and he nearly passed away, it was December 2023. It was just before Christmas. Now, when my dad had his surgery and everything, and they put this thing in there, I forgot what it was called now, but it basically, and this is the UK NHS, so he's going to have a lot more advanced stuff than this, but this is just for my dad and the NHS. So he had this, it wasn't a pacemaker, it was a little device that if it suspected any pre-heart attack fluttering or anything like that, it would shock him and it would send an instant ping to the hospital, which would ring a 999, which would ring an ambulance instantly. And again, that is on the NHS, right? So someone like Gene Hackman, who is a multi-billionaire, with America has far more advanced medical stuff than us. That pacemaker stopping would have pinged his doctors instantly. Spot on. I didn't even think about that. So that is more sus. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, criminal tags. Yeah, you're right. Oh, that's great, Matt. Thanks, bud. I'll check it after. So that is another thing. Who was it who come out with that? Was it Lovely Jubbly? That is a really, really good point. His doctors would have known when it stopped working and they would have sent someone round. And my dad had this thing removed. He had to keep it in for a few months and then he had it removed when he started to get better. Yeah, and me, Lovely Jubbly. It's really weird, isn't it? So, and it wasn't a pacemaker. It was something else. So we could be investigating this. They can't even get the dog right. So that's his home there. That's the day that they found him. I definitely read in the earlier articles that there was 2 dogs found dead. See, Santa Fe Summit, that's the name of the gated community. On that first call, What did they say? I don't know the address. I don't know where I am. There's a massive bloody sign there. And then the second call, which is supposed to be the same call, he said he gives the name of it without a problem. No problem. This is the entrance to the gated community. All he had to say was Santa Fe Summit. That's all he had to say. Yeah, so it only come out about the mummification. George is asleep now because of Fox News. It says there the search warrant affidavit was found was obtained by Fox News. That is the only reason how we even know about the mummification, decomposed with bloating on her face and mummification in her hands and feet. Hackman was also found to have the same signs of decomposition as his wife. Listen to this. This is this investigator now, this retired FBI guy, this Valentin. He goes on to give his opinion, and he says there was something about the way that his wife was described in the bathroom that I think is worth looking into a bit more. This is coming from a retired FBI detective. And she was in the bathroom. I guess there was a space heater and there were some pills that seemed to have been strewn. I don't know where. If that space heater was turned on, that might change the way her decomposition looked. Who turned it on? Did she turn it on before? Is the area on Google Map? Well, we found some drone footage the other day. Valentin noted having a heat source close to the remains really does change composition rate. So the same was the heat source turned on. So sad. Mummification occurs when you have heat and low humidity. So that's exactly what you'll get when you have a body decomposing next to a source of heat, like a heater or a radiator. But they never said it was on. I know we just need to wake up. He's just dropped off though, so I'll let him have 20 minutes, then I'll wake him up. However, if the suggestion is that she fell and had some kind of accident, there would be some kind of evidence of an injury relative to that fall. Very good point. They said there was no external marks. And a perimortem injury. So before she died. So she would have had head trauma. Okay, so let's not forget they're saying that there was no trauma to the body. So he is spot on. He is a detective. He was a retired FBI detective. There would be trauma if you fell. She would have had a hemorrhage, a brain hemorrhage. She would have contusions. There would have been evidence of an injury, and the pathologist would have seen that. So the absence of injury is noteworthy. This guy is suspicious. You can tell, like what we are, Valentin said authorities likely counted the pills found near her body and checked when the prescription was filled to work. So, it was filled to work backward and find a dosing schedule to rule out possible theories. Heater could be on a timer. Carlos, a very good point. But hang on a minute. If you're in Santa Fe, it is absolutely roasting. Would you have a heater on? It's boiling. You wouldn't have a heater on, would you? The thinking is the pills were consumed intentionally. So this is what they're saying. And this is an overdose or something like that, Valentin said. If those are intentional acts, a person doesn't really fall on the floor in a living space. They tend to lay down. Sit down, they know what they're doing. They know what's going to happen. And they prepare for that, which is very, very true. You wouldn't leave a dog, they're saying locked up. They're saying different things. And you would make sure that if you were going to do that, and you love your dogs, there's no way that you would leave them to possibly, starve to death. I don't think it's an overdose either, Pam. So this detective is putting all this out there, and is making people think. That's not what you see in both situations. The fact that the pills, if they fell or if the pill container was open, doesn't necessarily mean it has anything to do with, it has to do with anything. It could just have been open. He added, so you want to kind of entertain both versions of that scenario. They're related, they're coincidental, and you'll eventually get information later to help you figure that out. But for now, work it two ways. So that is a detective's thoughts on it. Let's see if there's anything else before we go, because I just wanted to give you an update on what we know so far. Another thing I wanted to look into, I don't know about you guys, if you're interested in this, you might not be, is looking into, I think it's staged in my opinion, from what I'm seeing so far. Oh, Anne, that's lovely. Yeah, I'll check my emails after, and have I got yours, Anne? I have, haven't I? No, I can't, Lucy, love, because I'm just in your message. It's what this is on, this, you know, so this stream is just on this subject and that's it. So I'm not changing it to anything else. I'm going to go off in a moment. Right, let me just have a quick look at this one sec. Why have I gone off the stream? There we go. Right, I'm just checking something. Hold on. Oyster catchers again. There's loads flying over my house. They're all going to nest near me. God, they're going nuts. Every night we hear them. If anyone's into their birds, you'll know what an oyster catcher is. Right, I'm just having a quick look at something. Yeah, we have got a question there if they had any right, hang on. There's one more article I think was worth looking at here. God, these are oyster catchers are so loud. This last article is in the Express, so it is UK media, but it just talks about all these ads. 3 major theories have emerged. So this was today, this was this afternoon. So we've got the 3 theories now, right? A medical specialist has theorized 3 scenarios. Remember that word? It was all over the place with Nicola Bulley. And that have caused the mysterious deaths. It comes as those professionally investigating the couple who were found dead alongside their 12-year-old dog, Zinner. So they've got the right dog now, at least. There was an 11-day period between the pacemaker stopping and the bodies found. So there's no toxicology report or autopsy. So they're now speculating, okay? So despite not investigating the Hackman's family death in a professional capacity, he does not believe Gene and the concert pianist may have died from natural causes. He doesn't believe. James told the People, this is a retired medical person who's not officially investigating, but he's giving his thoughts, that he thinks the Welcome to Mooseport alumnus. Huh? What's that? He thinks the well. Is that what? I don't know what that means. May have collapsed due to his history. Oh, his history with heart disease. This is what they're saying now. Alleging that it wouldn't be unusual due to the pacemaker he had installed. That's true. He's 95 years old. The unusual part is, why did she collapse? Also, assuming she would have found him. Then you start wondering about, there is this thing where the stress of seeing someone die could have triggered a natural death in her. Second scenario is that the star found Betsy dead and that he collapsed from stress. He's older, he's got known heart disease, but the autopsy would certainly show if she had heart disease or cancer or what have you. He suggested that finding his wife dead, Gene's heart may have been put into a regular rhythm, thus spelling his demise. Third theory is that James floated is the idea that neither party could live without the other. He remarked that people often get desperate on finding a loved one dead before claiming the toxicology report will be helpful, excluding possibilities such as injury and intoxication. And he says they were found in a similar manner. So he's saying that one couldn't live without the other, so like they both killed themselves. So at the moment, this is all we have. This is, you know, all the information we've got at the moment on what the hell is going on with this. Let me just check if anything else has happened while I've been on. Not one are talking about foul play. Have you noticed what they're doing here? They are purposely pumping us with all these different theories of suicide and natural causes. They're not dropping anything related to anything other than that. So I'm just having a quick check of nothing else has changed. Obviously I'll keep, if anything happens, folks, obviously I'll keep you updated, but I still think that something very, very bizarre is going on here. I think we need to do a lot more digging into this, the family, the list. You guys know what list I'm talking about. And seeing if there was, yeah, exactly, new hobby. Like, you wouldn't leave the dog. And apparently, according to several reports, he wasn't caged. This is what I'm saying. They keep changing it all the time. Why is the theme changed? Why is the, I think I've messed something up with this StreamYard, you know. Hang on, I'll just make it. I usually have it green on this channel. I don't know why it's not green. You're right, Georgie. Where's Momo? Where's Momo? Where's Momo? See you with Daddy. Hey, Daddy. That'll do. Right, okay. Back into the chat. Oh, Candice. Candice, she kept asking for the memberships to come back on here. They're back. Just to let you know, and they're reduced because I'm just going to keep them all the same. Hello, David. Have the police got a suspect? Well, no, because they're saying they don't know how they died, so they won't talk about that. But I do think Aggie Penn Christie, we'll get to the bottom of it. I do think that once we get the cause of death, we will have a lot more to go on, in my opinion. Will the list ever come out? Well, do you remember the list did come out? They are messing with people's heads. They're setting it up so that you don't question anything. So that it's just one. Is it this type of suicide or that type of accident? There's no, you know, could it be foul play? They're not allowing anything to even cross that mind, you know. Thank you, darling. Well, they kept on offering it me, and then in the end, they took the monetization off, so I couldn't put it on anyway. And then they've put, I don't want that one. Then they've put it back on again. So I've like they've sent me a message saying, we want you to put this back on, and I was like, right, okay, I'll put it on, but cheaper. Trouble is, we can't trust the autopsy. I know, and we haven't even got it yet either, nor the toxicology reports. Right, good night, Peaky. So I'm going to get off now. There's nothing else that I can see anyway at the moment. I'm just having another quick gander. Because obviously, as soon as this comes out, I'll either jump on live or I will make a video. I'm just going back to look at some of the older articles. Hang on a sec. Because this is what I don't get. They said pest control. Now, I can't find pest control anywhere. Just bear with me a sec, folks. I'm looking at an article from the 28th. Yeah, here we go. Right, this is a BBC article from a week ago when the bodies were found, right? So this is what I like to go back to the OG articles. Can you see this now? You should be able to. Right. It says here, the bodies of the couple and one of their dogs were found by police. Right, okay. In the recording of the 911 call obtained by the BBC, the emotional caller can be heard telling a dispatcher how he found the two bodies. Well, no, that's not what they said. He said, we don't know if they're breathing yet. So they've changed it. They just keep on changing the stories. Hackman was discovered in a side room near the kitchen. Not a bathroom, not a cupboard, not the doorway. Anyway, I'm going to stop it there because we don't know anymore. That's all we know at the moment. Good night, everybody. Thank you again for joining the membership. But like I say, all the animal stuff is on the Ko-fi. But if you want to join this one, you can. There's about 6 of us over there. But I think people keep on coming to me and saying they want it on YouTube. I know that Rose has asked for it to be on YouTube, but they've taken it off the other channel and there's just nothing I can do about it until they decide to put it back. And I'm sick to death of being, we have to do whatever YouTube tell us to do. Good night, Darcy. God bless. Lots of love. And you. Thank you, lovely jubbly. That's what I wanted to ask you guys. The night, Rach. Tonight, Kaz. The night, Jan. Thank you again to Anne as well for gifting the memberships, and for Jan for joining, Anne for joining, and AI for joining. Anybody else join? Give notice when coming on. Yeah, I do. The thing is, I do sometimes, and it makes no difference. If I give a notice 4 days before, it doesn't send notifications out. I found the sweet spot is a few hours before. Doesn't like it when you do it a few days before. There's just nothing we can do. It's YouTube sometimes do, sometimes don't. Thank you, Gina. Before we go, how do you guys feel about me doing a bit of digging into Heath Ledger's death? Because I think that was really, really suspicious. I will do, darling. Thank you. Right, I've got your email from Matt, so I'll read that in a moment. What else? Okay, I'll pass it on to Anne. Thank you again, Matt, for the super chat, and to Lucy as well for the super chat. Right, okay, I'm just checking there's nothing else I need to mention. Yeah, let me know. Let me know, guys, if you are interested in that. Let me have a look. Please want us to suspect. YouTube have cancelled my Google Play for subscription. You know why, Candice? You're on a different account, aren't you? Oh, it's all right. I'm coming off now. Hello, Stella. You're on a different account. Definitely yes from me, says Jan. Anybody else interested in Heath Ledger, who I think was a very dodgy... Randy Quaid, yeah. Excuse me. Thank you, Gina, yeah. Am I not a member anymore? No, because they took it off me, MK Ultra, on the other channel. And I've decided to put it back on here. Though I have got my animal stuff on the Ko-fi account as well. You can join either. It's up to you. And JFK Monroe, yeah. JFK is still quite sensitive with YouTube. They don't like it. We'll wait and see what comes out. The stuff, when that gets released, the files, that's when I think we will go into it a little bit more with JFK. Brittany Murphy, yeah, Brittany Murphy. Whitney Houston, yeah, Whitney Houston. So if you enjoy this sort of stuff, let me know. Randy says, yeah. We spoke about this, David, the other day. And I did actually try and explain about Star Whackers and all that. And we have covered this in part 1 of this stream. But let me just quickly, before we go, just check Randy Quaid's Twitter. But the Star Whackers video is so bizarre. It really is bizarre. He bought a movie out in 2011 called The Star Whackers. Right, hang on. George. Just quickly, did anyone watch the Trump address to Congress? Oh, thank you, MK Ultra. Sorry, I've only just come back on. Thank you, darling. Let me get back in. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, I think people just don't seem to want to go over to the Ko-fi thing. They like to keep it on YouTube. So I don't know what to do. Oh, thank you, Kaz. Thank you. And thank you. And thank you to Anne again for gifting. My voice is going. They cancel the Google Play before I open an account. I don't know how that works. I know that if you've got a different email address, it'll be a different Google Play. I don't know how you do it, sweetheart. You can do it a different way, but I don't know. So anyone that watched the Congress, this little boy, I was in tears. This little boy survived brain cancer, and President Trump made him like an honorary agent. I'm just seeing. Right, so Randy Quaid supports President Trump. I'm just seeing what else he said. Welcome, Greenland. Left lunatics. Okay, I want to see if he's mentioned anything. Happy Tariff Tuesday. No, he's not mentioned anything since the 3rd, which was the last time we looked. So he does reckon, Andy Quaid does say, Randy Quaid, not Andy Quaid, that he has been star-whacked without any evidence whatsoever. But I totally understand why he's saying it, because it is very dodgy. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Excuse me. And I know I am going now. I'm terrible for that, Luce. So anything else happens, I'll let you all know. And thank you again to everyone for joining me tonight. I don't know when I'll be live again. I've got a curious news coming up, so I'll be focusing. I'm not going to be doing much lives on the other channel until I'm out and about and in the garden. So these, most lives indoor evening will be on here. So I've got a curious news to do, and I want to start researching Heath Ledger, and Alan Edge is still waiting for his crop circles that I don't know that much about, apart from it got debunked as far as I'm aware, but I don't know. Good night, everybody, and I will be probably doing a curious news Saturday or Sunday. We will see. Good night, everyone. God bless. Lots of love, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye.